What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we're going to be counting down the top 10 essential Black Series figures. This is the prequel edition.
Yes, we've done this video a couple times before just for general Black Series, which is basically a way for new collectors to come in and just get easily attainable figures. So this is like our prequel edition of that video. This is top 10 essential prequel figures that will be easy to acquire.
Yes.
So you will not find like the Yoda and Gree 2-pack on this list because it's sold out. So it just doesn't feel right to put that on this sort of list. Easily acquired, meaning you can currently pre-order this item or it's just sitting in stock.
Right. So before we jump into the list, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Black Series here on the channel. And Justin, this year, us prequel fans, we're eating good.
Very true.
We are eating good. A lot of figures that are going to be on this list have either come out this year or are going to be coming out this year. But this is also kind of like the year of the prequels, really.
Yeah, that's another reason why we're making this video prequel specific and prequel film specific, which is like unprecedented for the Black Series. We've really struggled to get prequel film characters in the line. So the fact that we even can make like a top 10 and most of these are modern is pretty surprising and awesome. It's been a great time to be a Black Series fan if you are a prequel trilogy fan. So let's just jump into it. This is probably the oldest figure we have on this list because I wanted to keep it like quality. Like I didn't want to just list a bunch of old stuff, but this is probably the oldest thing on the list. Number 10 is Aayla Secura.
Ooh.
Mainline figure released a year ago.
Yep. A lot of fun. Female prequel Jedi. Of course, you know, not nearly as iconic, I think, as like Shakti or something like that, but she's still a very cool Jedi to get in the line. It was a nice surprise when they announced her because it was just kind of like, oh, wow, you know, it's Aayla. That's kind of different, and it's nice too because even though while he's not on this list, there is a Bly figure out there that's pretty easy to get.
It's sitting in stock on Big Bad. And
so, you know, you could also have Bly go with Aayla, and you at least have, you know, the Jedi and her clone commander, which is something that not every Jedi in the Black Series has to this day.
Yeah, it's always nice when Hasbro does aliens, prequel Jedi. It's just the perfect combination. Plenty of Jedi in the prequels were aliens, so we're big fans, even though they're not, you know, main characters. So I would definitely consider Aayla essential if you're like a big PT person.
Number 9 is an Army Builder 2-pack that just recently came out, and this is the Phase 2 Clone Trooper and B1 Battle Droid pack. This is an exclusive set to Hasbro Pulse and the Disney Store. A great way to just build up those ranks. You get your plain Phase 2, you get your plain B1 Battle Droid, and for a slightly discounted price, it's just pretty much a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's even cheaper on Shop Disney. It's $39.99.
Wow.
So get 2 of those, and you get free shipping. I know this is technically a Clone Wars release, but specifically the B1, this is like a really good way to augment that with some other CIS droids that are also on this list. So it's just the perfect way, especially as a newer collector, to get some clones and get some droids.
Really, Justin, one figure in, you're already breaking your movie-only prequel rule?
They're in the movies.
Number 8 is the Phantom Menace 3-pack that is exclusive to GameStop. It is currently available for pre-order at GameStop. That's another one where the price is really nice.
Yep.
You get Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you get Darth Maul. Yeah, the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are repacks, but they do come with the soft good robes now. And the Darth Maul is 100% brand spanking new.
Right. The Darth Maul also has his robe, which looks incredible. Darth Maul is going to receive a single packed release, but I can almost guarantee you the robe will not be included. And I think it is nice for people who even have the older Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, just kind of based off the promo images. The photo reel looks like it's been significantly
It
updated.
looks clean.
Qui-Gon even has more like gray in his hair, like he does in the actual movie. And I think the Obi-Wan looks like a massive improvement to me. The original Obi-Wan was like sort of an earlier photoreal figure, so it's got that Ewan McGregor likeness, but I feel like it's not as strong as it could be. And at least based on the promo images, to me, they both look like they're receiving significant updates in terms of the paint. So I'm totally on board for this set.
Yeah, so multi-packs are always great. Again, especially for newer collectors, people who never had the chance to get Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon, and the Maul is new. You know, they haven't done that specific look of Maul since 2013, back in Wave 1 of the Orange line. So there's been a lot of Phantom Menace love this year and in the months to come. So there will be some other Phantom Menace figures on this list as well. So again, augment that. You got yourself a nice little crew.
Just like the number 7 pick, which is Padme from the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
This is specifically her end of the movie look, kind of in the final battle sequence.
Yeah, Battle of Naboo, the palace sequence.
Yep. So this is like her maroon outfit. Pretty iconic look for the character. This is another great figure, which has a pretty nice likeness to Natalie Portman. You get 2 accessories, actually 3 accessories. You get an alt hand.
True.
Which is, carryover from her Attack of the Clones figure, which is also a great choice to be had as well. Not an expensive figure either. This one in particular also has a brand new blaster, which they put a lot of nice paint apps on it. And it's always nice, especially these days, when we get paint on our Black Series figures.
Very true. Who's gonna go with Padme? Little Annie, number 6.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker. Huge surprise of a release with the whole situation with Jake Lloyd. I just was never expecting this figure to get made in the Black Series for whatever reason, because they just pushed it off and off and off. But it's finally here. It's a brand new sculpt. Most of these are brand new sculpts on this list. Get his little backpack, and it's a fun figure.
Yeah, he's a little light on accessories,
True.
but I think it definitely makes up for it with the incredible face as well. Especially, it always seems like younger people or children are always kind of a little bit harder to capture in action figure form. And I think they did a really great likeness interpreting Jake Lloyd's likeness to the actual figure itself. He's got a really nice wash in the hair too. The tunic might be a little bit clean, but honestly, after we watched Phantom Menace in theaters, there are some scenes later in the movie where his outfit is a little bit cleaner. So I kind of, in my review, I was a little harsh on it, but now I'm kind of like, well, maybe they were just interpreting it like after Tatooine, because
He has the backpack though.
it's true. If you watch the movie after Tatooine, his robes are genuinely like, he looks like they washed him.
They put him on the Starship washing machine.
Yeah,
They got that Tide in there.
they do.
They got that Naboo Tide Pod.
Number 5 is a brand spanking new Jedi, and this is Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Yep.
This figure is absolutely incredible. This is one of the best releases currently in the line, period.
Yeah, this is like the best Jedi figure they've ever done. This is an all-new sculpt. It's fan channel exclusive, which we should have mentioned that earlier in the video. These past few picks, Padme, Anakin, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and the rest of these are all fan channel. So
True.
From Padme all the way to number 1 on our list are going to be fan channel, which means Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, sometimes Amazon, GameStop, etc. Fun fact, if you're in the UK or the rest of the EU, they ship for $8.
Yeah.
Big Bad Toy Store. So I know a lot of people were complaining, I can't get the Rex reissue. Look at Big Bad. I mean, it might take a long while with that $8 shipping.
That's going on a boat. That's going on a paddle boat.
But it will arrive. Big Bad is reputable. So just brief side note for our EU and UK folks.
This one might be a little tricky to get at the moment, but I fully suspect once the actual entire stock of Ki-Adi hits that he's going to be widely available.
Yeah, Big Bad has been doing batches.
Yeah.
Because earlier today I saw 27 available and then gone, and then like tomorrow there'll be another batch. Honestly, join our Discord If you ever need help with links or anything like that, join the Discord. We have in-stock alerts, and you can just join, ask some questions. We'll help you out. Join the Discord. I mean, it really is, it's common sense.
There's a link in the description for that.
Number 4 is an army builder. It is the Phase 1 Clone Trooper, specifically the one that is on the 2023 upgraded Clone Trooper sculpt. So like the 2024 release for the Phase 1 clone. Again, fan channel exclusive. This is rivaling the 2020 Stormtrooper for best army builder in the line. It's Phase 1, so you don't have the visible chin. You got the shoulder armor on the O-ring system, so it doesn't scrunch up, and it has better articulation. Butterfly joints, bicep swivel, deep cut single hinges with elbow swivel, loose torso overlay,
Yep.
removable helmet. It has the works.
It definitely does. The only thing, the slight thing holding it back is just a small lack of paint, which is fairly common for the Black Series at this point.
That is true, but, you know, it is still the definitive Phase 1 figure. When you're searching for this online, make sure you're not picking up the Attack of the Clones Phase 1 Clone Trooper that is like a few figures before this one on the mural.
Yeah.
I have a little graphic. It's the one where the helmet is off.
Right.
You know, you want that one.
Yep. That's the key way to tell is in the package, this helmet is off to the side and it's not on the figure. Do not buy the one where it's on the figure.
Yeah.
You won't have a bad time, but you're not going to have a great time.
Right, and that figure and the one before it are all missing some sort of black detail. They all kind of vary, so it's not like you're missing out on tons of paint either.
Number 3, we're getting into some serious heavy hitters here, Justin. This is the Destroyer Droid, also known as the Droideka. What an amazing, incredible figure. Totally mind-blowing that they packed so much detail and articulation into a figure that they, you know, essentially could have just made stand there.
Yeah, the moving pistons that are like the chrome color and just the shade of like the pearlescent purplish, brownish, reddish color. So good. We were fully expecting it to basically be a statue, and it's not. There's kind of a half 75-80% ball mode, which is still pretty cool. It's a Phantom Menace release, so again, there's a lot of Phantom Menace synergy going on right now. And if you are new to the line, please just know you are very, very, very lucky if you're a fan of the prequels, or if you're like, I want to get some cool battle droids to battle my clone troopers.
Yeah.
You have no idea how lucky you are, because we've been waiting ages and ages for this kind of representation in the Black Series. And that goes hand in hand with our number 2 pick, which is the Super Battle Droid. Now, I specifically chose the Attack of the Clones single release. You could get the release, I think it's still up on Pulse, that has the C-3PO and the Sandy Battle Droid. The single release has a blast effect, though, and it's clean, so I think it's a better army builder. Take your pick. Blast effect for me. Yeah, I want that wrist blast effect.
The blast effect does look great, and the clean, you know, paint job on it also makes it really appealing, because while the 2-pack version is great, I mean, it's the same figure, but it is like extremely scene specific.
Yeah. Even with the blaster mark on the back of the figure.
Yeah.
Because it's the one that gets shot and falls on top of 3PO. So yeah, I'd definitely go with this one if you're looking to army build. And I can't wait to get my hands on this one. This one is still up in stock. Most of these, again, except for Kiadi, who's been going in and out, are just sitting in stock, ready to pre-order. So it's an easy no-brainer. And for the longest time, this was our number 1 most wanted Black Series figure of all time. So we've just been checking boxes this year.
Yeah, our most wanted wish list video at the end of this year is going to be tough.
Yeah, we had to redo it in 2023 because there was just so many figures announced. So it's been a great time as a prequel fan.
And number 1, Justin, is going to be an absolute banger. We don't have this figure yet, but it's widely available for pre-order, and this is Darth Sidious from Revenge of the Sith. We are finally getting our first Revenge of the Sith Galaxy packaging figure, and they're starting out with one of the best ways possible with this Darth Sidious. This figure looks absolutely incredible. You get his lightsaber. You get lightning hands. This is a standard figure too, which is very surprising that they packed in the lightning hands. They are reuse from the Return of the Jedi throne set, but even with that being said, I was not expecting the lightning hands. We get a really nice looking soft goods robe, which I think we've even got that confirmed that it's going to look good for the final version, because this past weekend there was London Comic-Con and there was a lot of creators there who got to see it in hand, and it looked incredible in hand.
Yep.
And they also made a fantastic choice here, and they gave us a sculpted plastic hood.
Yep.
Which, if there's one thing to complain about when it comes to the Black Series soft goods, it's usually the hood. That's typically where they struggle the most.
It just doesn't look natural. So yeah, definitely the right call to do it sculpted. I think it looks near perfect, like the figure as a whole. And like Nate was saying, if you're new to the Black Series, we normally don't get alternate hands, alternate heads, stuff like that in standard figures. And this is a standard figure, $24.99, and it's coming with alternate hands. That is almost unprecedented for the Black Series. There's really only a handful of examples of that happening, so super high value for this figure. And like you said earlier, this is our first Revenge of the Sith figure in Galaxy packaging, which Galaxy packaging was introduced in 2020, guys. We have been waiting that long for a Revenge of the Sith figure.
And I think Sidious is going to totally deliver a figure that I'm actually kind of is surprised it's still available for pre-order. I figured this would have got gobbled up, which is, I mean, it's not a bad thing that this is still available for pre-order, because everyone should be able to get this figure in particular.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for it. I think it's easily, without even having it in hand, I think it's easily going to be top 3 best figure of the year, unless there's some like crazy critical.
It's like Bib Fortuna legs under the skirt or something.
There has to be something crazy wrong with it for it to not be that high up. But even just looking at it for us, I know that I'm just like, wow. This figure already looks incredible. I think the new head that they did, where he's got like the little smirk going on, it's like the perfect Palpatine, Sidious face. And it's going to be even better when, you know, we get that prequel Yoda as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. So if you take a look at this list, you could honestly get a pretty good prequel film character collection going. Again, these are all pretty easy to acquire. Some of them are sitting in stock. Some of them you can easily just hit pre-order. Again, the only one that's going to be a little tough is Ki-Adi Mundi. And there's more. You know, this is just a top 10, so definitely check out the comments down below. And for the Black Series vets out there, comment down below what other ones we should have included in this list if it was like a top 15 or something. Things that are easily attainable. You know, very easy to acquire. So new collectors can go look through the comments and find even more examples of some things they probably should be picking up if they want to curate that perfect prequel film character collection.
Well said, Justin. I do also want to add quickly before we go, keep in mind as well, this is from a U.S. perspective. We are in the United States. That is our collecting perspective, so just keep that in mind. With all that being said, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And if you are in a position to help support us directly, we do also offer a couple different channel membership tiers. Check those out in the description down below. And if you can't, no worries there. Simply liking, subscribing, dropping a comment, helping us get into that sweet, sweet algorithm is greatly appreciated as well. But we do have to give a massive and special shout out to all of our current channel members though, because your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.
There's a lot of Phantom Menace love on this list, and this year, here in 2023, it's 2024.
Bro doesn't know what year it is.
I'm geeking, bro. I'm geeking. I'm gonna complain to you guys because you guys can fix it.
That's right. We are Hasbro.
We're in charge.
A lot of people don't know that, but we are. I am the Black Series team.
I'm in charge, and you're fired. Oh no, we can't joke about Vince.
I was like, Vince McMahon, bro?
We can't joke.
I'm in charge now, Justin. I'm in charge.
Sequel trilogy jokes, bro.